Good evening, my name is Tshila. Welcome to the program Backstage, the official access to the main stage. I hope you can hear us loud and clear wherever you're tuning in from. On Backstage, I'm giving you an all-access pass. Full Backstage privileges. And tonight on the show, I'm joined by the gorgeous, the beautiful and talented Cynthia Mare. Welcome to the program.
Hey, thank you for having me.
You look exhausted.
Yes, I am. I just need to go to bed after we, let people in on the backstage info. Then I'm gonna go rest.
Also joining us, I've got Queen Mashie. You also look tired.
Come on, I can imagine 19 hours of flying and you just grabbed me to come to the studio and
Backstage is exclusive, man. I had to be the first one to have you on radio. When you just...
Thank you for having me. It's lovely.
Yeah. Cynthia,
yes.
You launching your new project.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What can you say about what are you going to tell us about it?
Okay, so tomorrow at 7 Arts in Avondale, I'm going to be launching my third studio album entitled Shinga.
All right.
It's going to be a great show. I have a great lineup of artists who are supporting me. But my music is really, really nice. I've really grown as an artist. I'm very happy with the product that I've recorded, and I can't wait to perform it tomorrow and let people get, have a chance to listen to this music. Because this is my passion. This is what I love doing. So I can't wait to share it with the people tomorrow.
And you've got a very, very young manager,
Yes.
And you guys are doing so well.
Yeah.
Titan, welcome to the program, man.
Eta. How you doing?
I don't know how you're doing it. You young, Is this your first project? Musically?
Musically? No. We actually launched our first album.
The first
second
album in
yeah.
Zimbabwe was in December. I moved to Zimbabwe in May 2013 in its high school.
Yeah.
In December we had my first album launch in Zimbabwe in 2013 with him. And that's when we started working together.
And the funny story is this though. Initially I wasn't her manager. I was helping her out. Right?
Yeah. And you were like, what, carrying the bag?
Yeah. No, helping with the album.
Alright, okay.
I just come from the UK. I didn't have a manager. So someone introduced us and said, this is young guy, he's jacked up, he can help you. And I remember when I first met him, right, I looked at this guy and I was like, this kid, I'm not letting him control my career. And then and he was wearing this suit, coming from he used to work in the bank. So wearing the suit, I'm like, nah. Then we started talking, I was like, okay, he seems to know what he's talking about, okay. And then in the end we worked together.
Yeah, actually for a long while I was helping her look for a manager.
Yeah.
A number of people
after we did the album, I was like, Tyson, I need a manager. He's like, yeah, okay. He was like, we're looking at lists. He's like, okay, what about this person? What about that person?
Yeah.
And then one day,
the person you needed was right there.
Yeah, we just looked at each other and we were like, wait a second, but
yeah, we did well.
Tyson, you know what?
Yeah.
You couldn't let me go. You realized that I was a good artist and you didn't want to let me go.
Well,
tell the truth.
The truth is,
Titan, what did you see in Cynthia?
I saw a bright future. Actually, I saw growth. I saw passion. I saw a person who wouldn't give up no matter what. We shared a similar story because at that time I was actually about to leave the bank.
All right.
And only for the reason of building an empire. I wanna go through that struggle, right, till I actually make it, right, whilst I'm still young, of course. And I don't want to have to grow up and start hustling when I got 5 kids.
You want to be playing chess in your old age, huh?
No, yeah, exactly. I need to be going on holiday to my island.
Yeah,
right?
to my island.
So, but particularly
to
though,
retire at a young age after
But particularly though, we shared a similar story. She had left the UK. She had left a good paying job for something,
for the passion of
something
music.
she really loves, and we were in sync in everything we were doing.
Was she the first artist that you managed?
Yes, she's the first artist I actually managed, and we did well. We did well as we started. It was small, but to a lot of people, they thought it was big. Right.
It was big for me though. It was big for me. It was my first launch in Zimbabwe. It was big.
I remember the night we actually finished the album launch. It was stressful. She gets really nervous.
I mean, even right now, I've been stressing about this launch because this launch is much bigger than the first launch. This is 7 arts.
Yeah, well,
this is 850 people that need to come to that show.
I was going to ask you, how did you pull that through? That's a huge place.
Well, you know what? Me and Tyson are the same. We've got this big vision. We have to push our boundaries. We have to push ourselves because I cannot keep going back to the small venues I've been doing. I have to try and say, you know what? I gave it my all. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I gave it my all.
But is it an expensive venue?
It's very expensive. That's why we've been stressed. That's why I've been dying. So expensive. So expensive. Like, don't even ask me how much it was.
You must be rich.
I'm not rich. I don't have money. Which artist do you know with? Come on now.
Cynthia,
Which Zimbabwean artist do you know is? No.
You know what though? Particularly though, this is a business we're running, and initially when you're focused on your work and you're running a business, you invest a lot in whatever you do. So for us though, of course you have the whole plan. You want to sponsor, you want all sorts, but you get to a point where you realize you can't back down. So you need to make a plan. So we've been doing some work. We're doing some corporate events or even some booked gigs and take that money and put it into something bigger.
Every gig I've done in the last 3 months has paid for this. I've not bought myself a pair of shoes. Listen, I'm a woman. I did not even buy myself a perfume.
I feel it.
Every gig I've done, literally every penny has gone
towards the
after all the expenses. Yes, we didn't have any sponsors. Literally haven't had any sponsors till the last few days. Till like today. Sorry, not the last few days. Today is the last day.
Like today.
That's when we got like 3 people that have come through and said, look, we'll help you. Right, but the thing is, to get to this point, there's so many expenses
you can imagine
that you have to secure. You have to secure
how much we spent to get to this day. This is the day before, by the way.
Titan,
yes.
What has been your business model like in managing Cynthia?
Okay. My business model is, in fact, I have a particular one that's interesting.
Tailor made for Cynthia.
Yes. Yeah, it's mine, but I use it for my artists and whatever I do. Really, I create an idea, right, and from there I build on it, right. After building on that idea, which is particularly the branding aspect of Cynthia Mare, because to have a strong brand as an artist, you need to have a story, right? People will not care how good you are if you don't have a story. All those fantastic artists you know, or those the most popular, they are very popular because they have a story behind them. If you know about Oliver Mtukudzi, you know about Ja Praiser, you even know where he grew up and who he used to play. You know about Zahara.
Yeah.
You know
and
about,
I know about Adele.
You know about well, even for dancehall artists, you even know about Soldier Love. He sang it, right? And Toki as well. He had his story. And again uptown Guarari, kuno Shandiraji, kuno Yezo, Budirira, and the whole thing about Mai Wasakanganiki. So it's an interesting thing. You need to have a story. It's not a TV thing. What's your story? No, it's a real thing. You need to have a story, whatever brand you are, and the music complements.
Man, you just killed my question because I was going to ask Queen Mashie, what's your story?
You're welcome. all right. You're welcome. Yeah. So that's how it is. It's when you look at an artist, there has to be a story. Because creativity doesn't come from nowhere. You have to have a driving force behind it.
All right. So we've got the branding
yes.
Side, or the branding aspect
yes.
of Cynthia Mare,
yes.
and the creative side.
Yes. The creative side, especially when we were doing this album, it was very exciting because we all came in. There's Donald Kanyuchi, there's me. Donald Kanyuchi normally plays for Cynthia. He's Cynthia's guitarist, but he's a fantastic artist as well. He's got this Maskandi feel when he plays. So only guitarist you'll hear that plays like that. There's the group that was working at JP Studios, because we did our album there. There's the producer Humphrey Domboka. Ja Preza played a part in it as well. And this has all been teamwork in the sense of ideas and trying to create a product that really works. You cannot get anywhere, in whatever industry you are in, without a team. It's really hard. It's really hard. Right. Unfortunately, as Zimbabweans, we teach ourselves, or the situation teaches us to become transformers. You're your own manager, you're your own designer, you're your own musician, you're your own everything. But it doesn't work, because you need people who specialize in the things you need, right?
And I think to add to the question that you asked about the creative aspect of the work we've done. Right now I'm talking about the album Shinga. I write most of my songs. So like for example, song Shinga came from my own pain. Yeah.
Pain makes the best music.
Yeah, because remember the first album in Zimbabwe, Zuvaringwe, came from the pain of losing my mom. Shinga came from I got robbed. This was actually in H Metro at some point 2 years ago. I got it was smash and grab, and I was really, really scared. And I had, during that time, like the 2 weeks after that, I was suffering from...
when did this happen?
In Sunningdale. I was driving home. So like I kind of suffered from the trauma of what happened. But people kept saying, but then, yeah, like,
at least to realize.
Like, why are you upset? Like, you know, so I wrote that song because I was just trying to express how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? But there's that time when I need someone to just be there for me. Like, that's the chorus, is kana wanita ndinokubereka nyika yakufuratira ndinogara newe makumbo orema ndinokufambira misodzi yoerera ndinoipukuta, because I just needed that person who wouldn't judge me, who would just be there for me. And I felt like everybody else in the world has that moment where no matter how strong they are, they just need someone to be there. So when I wrote that song, I was actually again in tears because I was still suffering from what had happened.
No, you're breaking my heart.
No, but I'm okay now. Just like when I wrote Zvarimwe about my mom, it's similar. Like, so when I've got strong emotion about something and I decide to write, I always come up with something that then people can feel, because as Titan had said, like every artist has got a story. That story drives the creativity, because my creativity comes from my experiences and from other people's experiences. So the whole album is really interesting because then there's other songs that are fun, and because I'm a crazy fun person, believe it or not.
Really?
Even though I write tear-jerking songs.
Actually, I'll confess. I'll attest to that. She
I'm fun.
Yeah, she's a goofy kind of character.
And speaking of stories,
yeah,
Queen Mashie, what's your story?
Yes,
You know, you just came back into the country. I understand you were doing shows in Belgium and in UK. What has been your story? You know, how did you get this far?
Oh, my story is a very, very long story, to the extent I'm even writing a book about it, because
Wow.
music itself cannot just make it enough, because not everyone is listening. So I'm just trying to reach out to people, at least to open their ears, to listen, to get the story, to get to hear the story. But as you know, I started my solo career in Nairobi, 2007. Here in Zimbabwe, people used to know me as Andy Brown's sister, working with Andy Brown as a backup vocalist and everything. But when I recorded my first album in Nairobi, that's where I started to be like Queen Mashie as Queen Mashie. I was signed with Sound Africa. With that album,
Sound Africa is from Kenya.
It's from Kenya. It's a very, very big recording company in Nairobi. So
oh, nice earrings, eh?
Thank you.
I was just thinking this morning. I was just watching you and thinking, wow, those are nice.
Thanks.
I wanted to hold on to them just to check them out, but I was like, no, I'm in the wrong country for this.
Okay, enough with it. Yeah. So to be honest, my solo acts really became more popular in Kenya before in Zim. Right now I'm really happy because now people in Zimbabwe are starting to recognize me because of me touring around, like in the UK. There are people in London, Manchester, there are so many Zimbabweans there. And as well in Geneva, where I am right now, I just did Zim Health. it was funny because they heard about me like a day before they did the event, but they managed to call me and say, please come. That's why I met Eric Knights.
All right.
And this guy who used to do my the
Is
designer.
he still alive?
Of course he's alive,
Okay.
the designer. So it was a Zim community where I was be able to perform. So it was really nice. So it's been a journey, and I'm really loving the way my ladder is going up. It's not like I'm going down. I'm stable.
All right.
You know, if you compare my first album, my second album, and up to the fifth album, just the time I just released in April, you can just listen. There's maturity.
All right.
You know.
In terms of creativity, did the environment in Kenya influence you to alter or change your music and sound, or you just maintained what you were doing here?
What I can say is that's why I realized myself, like, exactly, because in Kenya there are 42 tribes. Wow. So it's not like in Zimbabwe when, you know, what I realized, music is not about competition, it's about what you feel, what, you know, who you are.
Because I actually think competition limits your potential.
Exactly. So in Nairobi, you got the potential of sitting with these people and play your mbira and sing your voice. Then people will like, wow, there's nothing good like someone appreciating your work. It's amazing. There's nothing boring like you play and then people are just like, oh, it's like they are not listening to whatever you're saying. Even if it's not good, you just have to encourage someone so that she has like more energy to keep on doing it.
Oh.
You know, so I found that in Nairobi. Wow. They supported me in all way. That's why I'm even doing gigs right now on the 4th and on the 5th. I'm having concerts in Nairobi.
All right.
You know,
Wow.
I couldn't do that in Zimbabwe because I tried to look for like venues, but you know, just nobody comes back to you. Then, you know, and you don't have enough time to do that. So in Nairobi right now, the band is practicing. They've already started practicing 2 months ago. 2 weeks ago. So when I'm going, it's just playing.
What is your latest album?
Time.
Can you tell us a little bit about?
Time. I recorded that song. Actually, the title of the album, it's like, this is my time.
All right.
You know, I've come from far.
All right.
I've done this, and it's
like
now my time. Yeah, there's always time. You cannot suffer forever. There's always time, and I know this is my time. I've seen it. It's on my time. I'm touring. I'm doing my dream is coming true. I'm loving it.
All right. Is it being recorded in Kenya as well or in France?
I recorded that album here in 2 weeks time with Mono, and I launched it at Book Cafe.
Mono
He's good and quick.
You know,
I'm
I'm
recording Mare as well. He's fantastic.
He's fantastic. You know, he understands. And the good thing about me, I compose most of my things, baseline guitar, so it's easy. Just get in the studio, give someone, you know, some lines, you do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Cynthia,
Yeah.
what is the power of music?
Wow. Okay, for me, I guess I have to answer this for myself.
All right.
You've just asked me a question I wasn't expecting, but for me, I think the power is in the truth of the music.
All right.
Yeah, you know, when you just sing truthfully what you're feeling, when you don't try to copy anybody or please anybody, and you just sing what's coming from you. That is the power, because then people feel you, and they feel you. They either feel you or they don't feel you, but it's truth.
Exactly, the power of the music. You know, that we have so many artists who try to imitate other musicians, trying to be who you are not. They think, just be you. You know, people, you know, musicians, it's not easy as to get there. But for people to recognize good things doesn't come in a night.
No.
So we have to suffer. If we're talking about Oliver Mtukudzi and all that, Oliver Mtukudzi was recognized after 25 years of being in the music industry.
It's true.
You know, it's not that our music is not being played. Our music is being played here and there, but we are not just where we want to be. You know, the sky is our limit. We just want to keep on going. You know, until, you know, it's heard everywhere.
Just from the few minutes that we have been talking, Cynthia, what have you learnt about Queen Mashie?
She's very confident.
All right.
And she's a woman that has been through a lot, and she's a woman that's fought for her passion, fought for her dream, and she's a woman who's not going to give up. She sounds like me, actually.
Actually, so I wanted to say the same thing, so please don't ask me that question.
No, I'm going to. It was coming to you. It was coming to you.
Is there like a virtual copy-paste thingy?
You know, you see, like what she has done. Ask Emilia. I did the same
Hi,
thing at my
Amelia.
launch.
Hi, how are you?
I organize. I don't have a manager. Actually, she's very lucky. She got a manager. I am the manager of my own.
It's really hard to get a
You
manager
know,
in
I
Zim.
can get people to help me, but I manage everything. I have to make sure that they
In Zimbabwe, you cannot be sleeping whilst, even though I've got a manager, we work together.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
cannot be sleeping while it's my career.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you have to work for it. You know, managers, they don't do anything actually. They help you. They see your dream.
Yeah,
You know,
they
for you
make
to have a manager, they see. You know, I've seen people wanted to try and manage me, but if I see someone doesn't have the same dream, that's why I end up like, okay, excuse me, don't take me down.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
need
why
someone
Guess
to
what,
pull me up.
Mashie? There's a group that we're in with other artists, and they were talking about management and all that. And I actually sent a post in there, and I said, I feel very lucky. I feel like God literally sent my manager to me because we have the same vision, and that's what's making this
I think
this
I need
team.
a party for this.
That's what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna say it because we're on radio Tyson.
Fair enough.
But that's what's making us succeed. It's because we've got the same vision. So even when we
That's
argue,
needed.
because we're people, right? We're gonna argue, we're gonna disagree.
But
We
you
don't
can't
walk
forget,
away
you know.
because we know that we might argue over petty little things.
You know
but
what?
the dream and the passion and where we're going is
You
the
know,
same.
it's
So
the same.
we find a way to keep on going.
There's one thing people don't know. As much as we've come this far, we've done a lot of things in a short space of time. We disagree a lot.
Yeah, we
Very
literally.
because, or mainly because we're very opinionated.
Yeah.
Right?
I want to have.
Actually, it's a
I
good
want to
thing.
have a say. I want to have the last say.
No, Cynthia,
He
I-
wants to.
So we
I think it's
disagree a
actually a
lot,
good
but
thing,
we
you
we
know.
move on from there. We're like, right, fine. Let's pick a solution here and move on.
Cynthia,
Yeah.
what do you do when you're not working?
Funny enough, I
That's a
actually
funny
don't
question.
remember it anymore. But in the old years when I used to have time to relax, I think I used to watch movies and cook and have fun with my friends. But that was a long time ago.
Alright.
Which I'm looking forward to doing after this album launch.
Tell me about
Because
it.
that's one thing. That's one thing most musicians, don't realize.
Yeah.
That you get so consumed in your work. Your work replaces your social life,
Yeah.
and you quickly burn out.
Yes,
You know what I
it's
think,
true.
Tshila?
Mm.
That's our major cause of depression.
Yeah.
A lot of artists get depressed a lot. I won't lie,
Exactly.
like really, really depressed. Not just the word, like we're the definition of depression. And
Speak for yourself, Tyson.
but I'll say something though. We've got this gift of getting ourselves back up and keep pushing. I've looked up to a lot of artists that are still in the industry now, and I'm thinking to myself, they've had their low times.
No, for you, I
They're still
think the other
there.
thing as well, for you to be an artist, you really have to have like a strong character.
Yes.
You know, you don't have to.
Thick skin and all.
Exactly.
Yeah, Speaking of strong characters, I've got a question that's got nothing to do with music. Cynthia,
Yeah.
how would you react
Yeah.
if a lover cheated on you?
Oh my God.
Wow. Gotcha. Wow, you really got me here. Okay, I know that if I'm in a relationship and I really care about the person, that I'll be so hurt. I know that. And I'm a bit of a jealous woman. I'll admit to that. So if he cheated, we'd have to talk it out. We'd have to talk it out because I listen. I'm not for that.
Queen
I don't know
Mashie,
what I'm gonna do.
Queen Mashie, how would you react if a lover cheated on you?
I'll kill somebody.
That's so
I'm just
African.
joking. No. No, it depends, But the good thing is, of course you get upset, you're a woman. The reason why did you cheat on me? To be honest, myself, I'll just say, okay, the reason why you cheated on me, which means maybe there's something missing, or so it's talking about the
Say it.
reason. I need to know the reason first before I judge.
Say it.
Or
Yeah,
before you walk?
before I walk away, or reason. That's I will ask for the reason.
The usual
Why?
the usual thing.
Titan, how would you react?
It depends on how close I am to it. You know how it is with men though. I won't lie. We're not as emotional as women.
Oh please, men are jealous.
No, they're jealous characters. But it comes down to how much he cares about.
No, but men don't forgive. Women we can forgive easily, but men usually. They
So let me answer your question.
Yeah.
Let me answer your question.
Cheating women, women we do forgive.
I'd be very disappointed, disappointed. But I've found a way to actually move on quick. Because normally it gets in the way of my main focus, which is
it'll catch up with you. Guys, thank you so much for coming through. We have run out of time as usual. Backstage has been such a lovely listen.
5 minutes.
It's been it's been like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, we have come to the end of our program. Cynthia,
So not even
I wish you the best.
So where's the game?
No. You are going to play out with the song.
Okay,
We are going to play out with the
thank you very
song.
much. I just want to say to people, thank you for supporting me. Come and hear the new music. Shinga tomorrow at 7 Us Theatre in Avondale. Cynthia Mare, Shinga, the new album, 7 p.m. Please be there.
I'm performing
We
too.
will
so
Please come and support. I'm gonna be performing too, by force. I'm not invited.
Well, now you have to.
We've come to the end of our program. Join us again next week for another edition of Backstage, the official access to the main stage. This is Queen Mashie.
Remember this again. Thank you, Tshila, for having us.